everyone, welcome to another episode of Anderson TV. I'm Josiah Anderson. So I'm going to bring up my updated opinion on the Israel-Hamas war because I might have been a bit independent about my opinion on that. But I'm leaning towards siding with Israel on this rather than the pro-Palestine insanity. So why do I say that? Well, you're about to find out in this episode. We'll be right back. Okay, so now let's go on with this episode. So, there are kids being indoctrinated right now. There's college students being indoctrinated right now into believing that Palestine existed or that Israel's committing a genocide or Israel's an apartheid state. Well, this isn't anything new. So how come that you want to blame the only Jewish state? They want the only Jewish state in the world to not exist. But they never say anything about the atrocities that Arab states would cause. The United Nations never say anything about the atrocities that Iran caused. Because it is all sided by Iran. It is all orchestrated by them. So anyways, when you say that I'm a Zionist, there's nothing bad about that. That's not an insult. It shows who I am. And it's who I'm proud to be. So Zionism is defined as a movement where Jews return to the homeland they were once banished from, they were once pushed off from by the Romans. So let me tell you something about Palestine. So it was really Syria, Palestina. It was never a state, much rather a region. So that was named by the Romans. So anyways, who pushed the Jews away. So anyways, then there was the British mandate for Palestine. So you know how the British used to own a lot of land. So anyway, it was until 1947 where the UN, they created a partition plan for a Jewish state and an Arab state. The Jews decided to agree with their state. And the Palestinian and the Arabs, they did not. So then all the Arabs met in Somalia or any other country in Africa. I don't really remember. But they met and they came up with their three no's. The three no's were basically a deal. Were basically something that they came up with to reject everything that the Jewish state would probably give them because they think that, Zionism is bad. Well, 95% of Jews are Zionists. So which means that if you go against Israel, you're no friend of the Jewish people. So if Israel goes, America goes next. So why does America spend a lot on Israel? It is because we provide them with intelligence. They provide us with intelligence. CIA and Mossad, they work together. And I know that there is a lack of trust within the CIA or anything like that since they were probably responsible for killing JFK. Or probably causing all these false flag operatives. So anyways, also Israel provides technology. They are known for technology. So get most of our technology and phones and medicine from Israel. So anyways, then we provide for Israel also military-wise, and they provide for us military-wise. So anyways, and also doing good on trade with Israel. So Anyways, because Israel's the only Jewish state that there is. And there is lack of trust for the Arab ones, Arab states. Well, so which is why that I worry about the state of Israel. I worry about them because there is this famous quote in the Bible that says, so God will bless those who bless Israel. God will curse those who will curse Israel. And you have neo-Nazis, you have white supremacists and pro-Palestinian wingnuts say that's not true. Oh, that is not true. So they want to refer to the Talmud, which majority of Jews do not even read. They read the Torah. And the Torah is basically the Old Testament in the Christian Bible. They do not read from the Talmud. The Talmud is basically rabbinic interpretations of the Torah, which sometimes they take out of context. So anyways, the idea of saying that all Christians must hate Jews, that same sentiment came from Adolf Hitler and them. Just to justify your hatred, Revelation 3:9, a synagogue of Satan or something like that. That is just to justify your hatred for the Jewish people. That's to justify that hatred. Synagogue of Satan. You gotta be kidding me. That verse was written for hard times. So probably because the person that wrote it is Jewish himself. So you got to understand the context from that. You got to understand. And they want to take it out of context just so to justify their hatred for the Jewish people. They have gone through a lot, the Jews. They have gone through a lot. And of course, how irresponsible it is for you to say, oh, Israel's committing a genocide. They're literally protecting themselves from all fronts. They're surrounded by areas north, east, west, and south of hostile countries. They have hostile countries that want to completely annihilate the Jewish state. And we have heathens here in America. We have knuckleheads here in America that agree and cheer on destroying the Jewish state and burning the American flag along with it. I refuse to go with such a movement that believes they burn the American flag and they believe that they're America first. No, they're not. No, they are not. Look at Washington, D.C. Look at New York City. And see if I'm wrong. They believe in burning down the American flag. That's the same thing they do over there in Iran. Completely the same thing. So no, I refuse to go with the movement that says we got to burn down the American flag. We got to annihilate the Jewish state. We got to annihilate America. So let me just be blunt here. Palestinians cause trouble everywhere they go. So, which is why that I say Trump sending those Palestinians displaced in Gaza to another state like Jordan, like Egypt. But I heard that Jordan, Egypt, they rejected that plan because Palestinians are known to cause trouble everywhere they go at the state that they host. So they did it in Jordan. They did it in Egypt. They did it in Iraq, where they cheered on Saddam Hussein. They did it most recently in Malaysia. Think about sending them to Indonesia. So imagine what kind of trouble they caused there. And do not give me Jews were kicked out of 1,000 countries or something like that. Those are just myths made up by medieval people about Jews or witches or something like that. Those are all lies. So anyways, I hate it when people are anti-Semitic or use their hatred for God's chosen people. Now, I may not be as religious. I may not be devout in Christianity as my grandmother or as any other Christian that I know. But I would hate to see another Holocaust happen. I would hate to happen to see another intifada happen in Israel or here in America. So Islam is a death cult. So Jesus teaches about forgiveness, teaches about all kinds of things. I mean, teaching about all the good things. Muhammad teaches about rape, slavery, bondage, degeneracy, stuff of that matter. See, Jews, they have God, Torah, and Israel. So which is why America is founded on Judeo-Christian values. So Jews believe in God, but they don't believe in Jesus. Well, at least there are some Jews coming to Jesus. So anyway, there are some Jews like Dennis Prager, for example. He's a Jew himself, of course. His teachings practically brought people to Christianity. Yeah, religion teaches you about morals and stuff of that matter, which is why that Jeff Landry made the 10 Commandments in the classrooms possible. I don't know how it is now, but I'll see. So anyway, the idea of you say that Israel's committing a genocide, I have to admit that I don't condone what Israel's done. I don't like what they did, killing all those children. But let's face it, those children were coming to kill you. Ever heard of Hollywood? All those poor children that you probably see were carrying guns. They were carrying missile launchers. They were carrying weapons. They were wearing press vests. Just pretend that they are press. But no, they're really fighters for Hamas. So if you think I'm a Zionist, I'm proud to be one. If you don't like it, go buy a pager. I don't care if you get offended by this. I don't care. Go buy yourself a pager and wait. And wait for about 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours or so. I don't care. So anyways, this is how passionate I am with this subject. So we'll be right back. All right, everyone. So that is it for this episode. So do not forget to get my new book, my first book ever written, Revelations about the Democratic Party. So anyways, don't forget to get it. So this is proof. But you guys will luckily get one without the watermark on it. So anyways, get it. Get it on Amazon, pre-order. It will be released February 9th. And hopefully the paper copy will release on the 9th as well. So anyways, I'm Josiah Anderson, signing off. Goodbye, everyone.